Okay, so I think we had started with Unit 2. Let's complete off Unit 2. Standard, give me the context.
Provided the party wanting to enforce the contract has been
Which one given? All of you wrote assignments, huh? All of you wrote, huh? 100%, huh? There is nothing called standard forms. Where is this from?
From other materials. That's the reason. In textbook I remember seeing that is the reason.
No.
No.
Yes. Yes, all of you wrote assignments? All of you? All of you wrote, huh? I'll ask you guys, huh? I'll check. After me checking, if at all I get to know if someone has not. Okay, why? 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 You should only give the reason. Your friend won't give you. Why? Why? Any one, if at all it is a pleasing one, I don't mind. Why? There is no reason. Okay, I'll come back. Here, all of you wrote. Tell. Why? When? First week exact data. June 3. From here it is at least around 11 days. 100% not acceptable. No. Yesterday, the first day I told you one thing. When you get a chance to prioritize, you need to be smart enough to prioritize things. I'm 100% sure you are giving internal as a reason, but 100% that is not a reason. Yesterday, which subject did you study? Taka. No, because you didn't study. Allidde ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಆಟ ಆಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ? Yes, I can tell you 100 reasons why you don't write assignments also. Trust me, here, if you think that backbenchers are bad, I was backbenchers ka backbencher. I never was in class only, always thrown out. So if you guys are thinking I know something, I have come up with a beautiful strategy and all, pakka it will not exist, at least for the next 5 years. Trust me, I will know everything you guys are doing. In the 3 days I can tell you who and all is taking chocolate and eating, who and all is munching things, who and all are using phones. I can tell everything. Yeah, just that one thing I always tell you, if at all I don't react, I do not want to spoil the mood of the class. It's not because I did not see. Do not think you were extra smart. 100% no. Imagine by default the seat is elevated. Can't someone say your eyes being down? If you guys wearing your spectacles, so don't even think of doing that. It is damn easy for me to guess. There are 100 traits where I can catch a student. 100 ways. If you are completely hiding yourself behind a person, that means you have done a mistake. A student always wants to make themselves visible to a teacher. If you are hiding, that means you are doing something wrong. 100%. Is this psychology wrong? No, you will hide. That time you only know you have done something wrong. And when I know that I cannot see you for a very long time, then it's nothing like what is that? Some psychic thriller movies and all. It is common sense. You have done something wrong. You are hiding. And how long does it take me to pinpoint? Yeah. Now I'll again ask you. All of you wrote assignments. Yesterday's you wrote. Today's no. Today, when you guys get it afternoon, it is for you to write today evening. Yeah. See, if I send you in the night, I don't know when, I'll have to send it through a official channel. So me sending them again forwarding it to you, that may take time. That's the reason I'll forward it to you in the afternoons only. And whenever I know, you guys have told me 12 o'clock or something, your college gets over. Whenever you guys find time, you guys can write it. That's absolutely fine. Who else didn't write? Who else? Yesterday's. Yesterday's wrote? Wrote, huh? What is the first question? Okay. Everyone else wrote? Wrote all of you? Internals, backside the lady, you wrote, huh? I know. They looking at you, will tell them whether you wrote or you don't. Simply saying, oh, and all. If at all I catch hold of you, direct message to parents only. You only accept it off. Pakka I will know, 100%. You can't skip, you can cheat anyone, not me. I will only tell you. 100% you can't cheat me. I am only a big cheater. What will you cheat? Yes. See, now only I tell you. The person boy who didn't write. You look where he is exactly sitting. He is completely sitting behind him. Are you getting the... Yes? Yes or no? But you are hiding or not? You are. You tried also. Yes. That's what I say. Now, for example, everyone, that will happen. But a student's usual mentality is that you will peep and see. This thing keeps happening. What sir is saying, what ma'am is saying. Happens. What is your age? Happens. You will also learn all this. Yes. Okay. Now coming back. So, because there is no proper explanation, I told you day one only. If you guys have a valid reason, communicate it to me in the class or outside the class, I will definitely consider it. Yes, sir. So because there is no, and next thing I clearly told, I don't know what you guys do, how you do. Take a responsibility, make sure before I come the assignments are written. Because assignments are not written, assignments are henceforth discontinued. And it won't be discussed. Yes. Okay. So let us start today's chapters. You wrote, okay, good. Online you're always good. Because I'll not come and check, no. Okay, done. Yes, okay. So yesterday we were seeing the definition of consideration, and we had seen one concept called as quid pro quo. That's where we had stopped. Quid pro quo generally means what? Quid pro quo means something in return. Nothing but give and take. So if at all there is nothing in return that you are getting, then there is no contract at all in this case. That is what they said. That's where we had stopped. Agreed? Yes. So there is one more thing with regards to legal maxims under consideration chapter only. And what is that? That is only called as consensus ad idem. Consensus ad idem. So remember these two maxims. One we saw, give and take. What is this consensus ad idem, sir? What is consensus? Consensus means, people, in a simple language, they are talking about, if I have to tell you in English, there is nothing but meeting of the minds. Meeting of the minds. What do you mean by meeting of the minds, sir? Nothing but whatever is the purpose of the contract. You guys should have specifically, expressly discussed what is there in the seller's mind should be also there in the buyer's mind. If that is not the case, for example, if I have to relate this concept to one more topic, I can relate it to one more thing called as an offer should always be certain. Agreed? Now, for example, A agreed with B, I want to sell my car to you. A agreed to B that I want to sell my car to you. And what is the price, people? The price of the car he is quoting is around 1 lakh rupees. Now, A always uses a car called as Audi. Every day he takes his car called Audi, he keeps roaming around. B always sees Audi only. And A has put one, what is that? You generally say now to let, like a marketing ad. He has put it in front of his house, saying that this car is for sale, my car is for sale, and the price is 1 lakh rupees. B said, wonderful deal. Audi, even if I sell tires, I'll get some 20,000. So wonderful deal. So B said, I'm interested to buy your car. He gave money also. A said, okay, today is Mangalwara, we will not do anything. Come back Wednesday. Wednesday I will give you my car keys. So he came with full hope, people, and he opened the gate. He became hopeless. Why people opened the gate? Behind the gate, Tata Nano was standing. Now, that is what A wanted to sell. A had 2 cars. He never used Tata Nano. That's why he wanted to sell. And that's what was in his mind also. So A entered into a contract to sell Tata Nano. Now why did B purchase the car? He thought it was Audi. Now the question is there a contract between them? The answer is people, the answer is no. Consensus ad item, meaning the product which I want to sell and the product which you are thinking that you are buying, they both are different. Hence contract cannot come into existence. It can also mean an offer is not certain. That can also be a scenario. Understood? Any doubts here? Pakka. Online, all of you have a problem. Is the video not clear? Is it clear? Okay, then check your network once. Okay, so simple. What is consensus, sir? Both of us, both the parties entering into a contract should have a same subject matter in their mind. I cannot think of Benz, you cannot think of Audi, and we cannot enter into a contract. So people entering into a contract should be thinking of the same product when they are buying and selling. If I am buying something according to me, you are selling something according to you, they say there cannot be a contract in this case. And this concept only is called as consensus ad idem, meaning meeting of the minds. Both the minds have to speak the same product. Only then there will be consensus ad idem. Clear? Sure? Yes, sir? Joragaru helro. I'll also teach like you only. Consensus ad idem means people. Like that only I'll teach you. Next half an hour, ille bed gidde ella ready, you'll sleep. Anyaya noda? No, yes sir. Yes or no? Anyaya only. Always remember, the way you guys will say no, this class is boring. Generally, students will say no. Teachers will also say, it's been 1.5 years or 2 years since I have said I have had a very good CA foundation session. I'll say this class is boring, don't give it to me. I'll reject. For me also class has to be good. Money those days done. For me now it's about I find satisfaction here. Only students, I told you, I'm a cheater. I'm also selfish. So what is selfishness here? Simple. You guys are my mirror. If you are happy, I'll be happy. If you are sad, I'll be happy. Yes, if you are bad, I'll be extremely bad. Yes. So that's why I always say, in the last 3 days, today you got something, no? Somewhere, sir is selling something and all. He took some extreme decisions and all. In the first 3 days, did you see that face? No. Then why today? Because you tested and you tasted. Yes. Pakka na. That's why I always say, not in my class. Keep it for sure in all the classes. The classes are a reflection of the students. If the students are good, the class will be good. If one person is deciding, driving the class, imagine how much you guys are driving. Close to put together online on the 25, ill on the 25, put together 50 students you guys are. Yes, so you guys decide a factor. Always remember, be vocal on your thoughts. If a question is asked, answer. If you do not know, you do not know. If you know, then why are you coming here? As a student, if I recall, one thing if I have to change, I do not even remember my school. If I try to think of my friends, I can hardly think of 1 or 2. Because for me, the school days was like a prison, a jail. If I don't, what is that? There is a time, there is everything I understand. If I do not understand a concept, the teacher used to shout at you and you used to feel embarrassed. Everyone around you understands. but you do not understand. You feel that, right? It can be because of any reason. My communication was terribly wrong. It was very bad. And I never understood because I'm a slow learner and I'm happy. That's my nature. That's my character. But it took time. Now, did the teachers back then had that patience? The answer is no. Because who were our teachers? In the verge of retiring. Bitre ange manege hogibidodu. Yeah, nothing bad against them or wrong against them. That was the curriculum back then. So when I started teaching, my intention was only that. Make the class comfortable. Why do I make your class comfortable? Because I know. Now if I pinpoint and I say, I know who understood the concept, who does not understand the concept. But that's why I say, I give you 3, 4, 5 chances. It's okay. I might be taking very slow. 100% fine. Because for me, what the person who understood paid is also same. What the person did not understand paid is also same. There is no difference. For me, after the class, whether you get rank or what, nothing make difference for me. In the class, did we have a good class? Did you guys learn something out of the class? And did it make sense? These 3 are my parameters. Result, I don't care. If I go back in my 10th, I don't even remember 45% or 46%. That is, that same person is teaching you. Sir, hogbidi first. Send an alternative person. Yeah. So marks, does it decide you? 100% no. I'm earning more than my percentage only. Then, good enough no in your life. What else you want? So percentages does not decide you. That's what I told you day one. Be a visionary. I did my 10th. Okay. After that I did science. I'm a electronic student. And then I went to BCom. And then I went to LLB. Sir, ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ? Why couldn't you do MBBS also? ಹಂಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು you could have given one dolo. Yeah. So for me, I did not hesitate in trying. If it didn't work, it didn't work. Just because I sat in a class for 3 years, that doesn't mean my life has to revolve around what I did. And that's how I approached my life. I wanted to be an HR in my life. You see that building in front of Christ, Accenture, 7th floor. That is where I worked as an HR. Yes, 1.5 years. Hey, what has this person done? Yen martidane illi bandu. I wanted to try. I tried. It didn't work. It didn't work. We should not hang on something. At times it will not work. But that's what I say. Maturity is knowing what you want and making it work. That's maturity. Sir, consideration. So always, I mean, that's why I always say, because you guys are, see, your brain is the biggest, it's a biggest strength, it's a biggest weapon. Now imagine, today I'll say only one break, your heart will break. Because your brain is tuned. Before I came, it was only one break only, no? Now your brain is tuned that you are used to 2 breaks. And that is what brain can do. Your brain can control you. Sir, beda, something now you are saying, we are still 18, 19, no? We do not want all this. Okay, come back. Consideration, we'll see that. So quid pro quo and consensus ad item. Yes, that's what we were doing. Let's come back to the definition. Definition we'll see into the rules of consideration, and then let's go back to the definition of consideration. So write down the rules of consideration. What does the rules of consideration say? Legal rules regarding consideration. Legal rules regarding consideration. I'll be writing 7. Legal rules regarding consideration. Yes. Okay, the first one. It must move. It must move at the desire of the it must move at the desire of the promisor. It must move at the desire of the promisor. It must move at the desire of the promisor. Yes. Now what do you mean by this? In a simple language I'll explain. Now concentrate. Now imagine people A, while he was walking to his home, he lost his wallet. So it fell on a road, he lost his wallet. And a person called B, he found the wallet. Now B Papa, he looked at the ID cards and all. First of all, what do you guys do? If at all you found a wallet? Sir, ange dutto and ange will throw off. No, sorry sir. First we look around. If no one saw na, we'll take it, we'll keep it, we'll throw away the purse. Correct? That's what we do? No? Hey. Sir, internally that's what we do. Externally we can't say all that. What we do is, we know what we'll do. So, like you guys only, he was also a very honest person. He found a wallet. So he saw an ID card. It had an address on it. He took one Ola Uber auto. He went to A's home. He gave the wallet and he asked, sir, please pay the auto charges. Fair enough. Yes. Now you tell me people, whether is A liable to pay the auto charges? You guys are saying fair enough. One by one. So I don't know who is winning. I mean, should A pay the auto? Yes, he has to pay. Okay, fair enough. A doesn't have to pay. Why?
Because it's not legally binding. There's no rule to pay his auto charge when he comes and gives.
A never asked the wallet to be returned. I wanted to drop it. Because I had two at home, one I dropped it here, Shani. I just lost it. Any other answer? So one is like yes, one is like no. Always remember people, with regarding to this, I'll again come back much later. But for now, we'll see what happens according to this unit. The first question A asks, couldn't you walk and come and give? Couldn't you come in a bus and give? Yes or no? So always remember, I never asked you to do anything. If you did something voluntarily, there will never be a contract. The reason is, I never asked for it. That's the reason, the first rule for consideration, you cannot claim something, that you did something and you want something in return, when the other person never asked for it. So that's the first rule. What is it? It must move at the desire. Desire means what? I should have asked for it. If you did it voluntarily, you cannot get a legally binding contract there. So sir, whether will B be liable to pay money to A? Sorry, A will be liable to pay money to B? The answer is no. Because you did it voluntarily. Sir, where is humanity going? That is what law said. Is this clear? Sir, example number 2. Okay, now imagine people, one day what happened? Let us go back to 18th to 19th century. So in one city, there was one rich person, king. And in the same city, there was one contractor. Contractor where he builds everything, Mestri. Yes, sir. Now people, this rich person, the collector of that particular city, he shared his opinion with the contractor. You have anyways good money, Noda. Papa, you are citizens of the city. If they want to sell anything, if they want to trade anything, they all go to a nearby city, somewhere else, to get some commodities. Why can't you provide one bazaar here only? That's the word used in the case law. It's basically market. So why can't you build a marketplace in your own city so that people can use? Now contractor said, okay, I will build, but what will I get? He said, okay, do one thing. You charge something as a percentage as commission, and if you want, you can charge rent for people using the product, the property. Like just like today's date, shops you guys give it on rent, no? Like that you also collect rent. So contractor also was convinced with this idea. Contractor built a bazaar. Now in this bazaar, obviously people started occupying the bazaar. Now people started selling the commodities. For all of them, this person, contractor, had communicated one thing. What? Whatever you guys sell at the month end, on the number of sales you made, you need to pay me a percentage as commission. And how much was that percentage? The percentage was around 15%. If I make 100 rupees, 15 rupees will go to you as a commission. And for using the property, for using this premises, you also have to pay me rent. And he has fixed some amount as rent also. So people occupied the place also for the 5 years. People kept on paying the rent and the commission. One fine month, one person did not had a very great sale. Now he said, first of all, why are we paying him so much? Why are we paying him rent also? Why should we even pay commission also? So one person said, I am not going to make the payment. Do whatever you want. So whatever is the payments to be made, one person went back. He did not pay. And you know, this is contagious. If one person stops, the news spread it to everyone, and everyone stopped making the payment. Now the contractor people went to the collector and he said, see, the citizens are not making the payment. Now what do I do? What do I do? You go to the court. The matter went to the court and the case was filed against this tenants as well as contractor. And what is the case was, sir, we had agreed on a particular percentage as commission. They had also agreed. They paid for 5 years also, and they also agreed on paying something as rent. Now they are denying making the payment, sir. Now they are telling they will pay only rent. They will not pay the commission. So a case was filed on the contractor, or you can say contractor filed, they are not making the payment. Now you guys tell me, matter went to the court, who will win? Contractor or tenant? Contractor means he has to get the commission as well as rent. Tenant. Someone said tenant. Why? Why does he have to pay the commission? Tell da. He agreed, no da? There is no proper contract between them. Oral is valid only. No, they paid for 5 years also.
I mean, if you were not okay with it, you should not have.
He didn't pay now. I was not okay with it.
No, you should not. You knew all the conditions and then only you chose to.
After coming in, I got to know how difficult it is. I don't know, I'm just telling. Now, who will win? Contractor or tenant? Contractor, then low data don't say I cheated and all. Contractor, tenant. Contractor, tenant. How many of them contractor? Yetri male yetri. I gave you a choice. Who won? Tenant won the case. Why, sir? Why is law always so unfair? Do not think from your hearts, people. You will always be wrong. Think from law. Why? Now the first thing, people, okay, why are you charging rent? Because he is using the property. Okay, so quid pro quo is there. Sir, I am giving you a property for rent, you are paying me the rent. Quid pro quo is there. Now give me quid pro quo for paying percentage as commission. Why am I giving you this percentage as commission? Why? Huh? Correct. That's what. Now why, tell me? Why should I give da? For people, no?
For other people, why is it contract is not advertising.
Online, is the video clear or is there any problem? And is there a problem? Is it for everyone? Online? Okay, whenever there is a problem, if it's a problem you think it's for more than some 2-5 seconds, all of you let me know so that I will know whether it is with one person or with everyone. Clear? Okay. Yes, people. Okay, online says, sir, because the construction was made for the people, that's why the percentage is coming as commission. Okay, oh, wonderful point. Because there was no, he constructed it, because there was no bazaar at all, no. So towards that, he took that initiative, no. Yes. So, sir, that is where the contract went for. The matter went to a place where the contractor started arguing, sir, I built this place for them. For that, they have to pay me. So that's where the point went, and the people started asking, did we ask you to build? Who asked you to build? Collector. Go and ask him the percentage. Why are you asking from us? There was no quid pro quo for this percentage of commission. Second one, people, it should always move at the desire of the promiser. Did the tenants ask you to build? No, they occupied the property because it is available. That's why they are paying rent.
So then the contractor can say you can leave, then the other person can occupy.
Even that person also says the same thing.
Then nobody occupies.
Then whose loss it is? Then, you never know. And you are going back to that day. Now imagine, now I got to know I can make a sale here. I will keep it on streets and sell. Possible, huh? Is it again getting stuck? Did the video get stuck? ಹಲೋ ಧನುಷ್, ಇದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀಯ ನಿಮಿಷ? ನೀನು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆಯಾ? ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲೇ? ಹಾಂ ಸರಿ, ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಯಾರಿಗಾನ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಹಾಂ, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ಸಮ್ಮನ್ ಟು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ನಿಯರ್ ದ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡೆಸ್ಕ್? ಯು ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಕಾಲ್. ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಕಾಲಿಂಗ್. Is it dropping off frequently? No, Mukesh. It should be your problem every day. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡು. ತುಂಬ ಸರಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೂ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಯುವರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್. ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ Okay. If it again happens, let me know. Yeah. Okay. So understood this case, huh? Yes, sir. Case law people, write down. It was held in a case law called Durga Prasad versus Baldio. Sir, instead, what if the person had charged a higher rent? Now can I cancel the contract? Okay, sir, imagine he never split the contract. Imagine he never said the percentage as commission and all. Now it is. Yes, people. So the question is what? You guys had a question. The question is, sir, what if instead of splitting it into percentage as commission and rent, now will this person be liable to pay? Yes, you need to pay because now it is directly proportional. How much I charge is my wish. That yes, here I am not telling that the amount is high. Here you are charging two different components clearly, legibly. One you are clearly saying it is as percentage as commission. One you are saying it as rent. The people are asking rent is justified because I am occupying. Why is this justified? Let me know. It is fair. 100% fair. So now what they are saying is, first thing, now we saw one point called as quid pro quo. What do you mean by quid pro quo? Give and take. So I am giving 2, you are giving 1. How is it justified? That's
But then, they had free consent. They consented to it. Why? If we would have always chosen, you rented.
Correct.
It's ignorance on their side. They chose to pay. Then I don't understand why the contract is not.
So I told you one thing. When contract is so clear, we will never come to Indian Contract Act at all. When will you come to Indian Contract Act? When your contracts are not clear. Now when the contract is not clear, when I come and read a section of the Indian Contract Act, it says everything you accept has to be supported by everything you take. That's the first thing. He justified, yes sir, towards this I am charging rent because you are occupying, and I am taking commission because I built it for them. Now they catch hold of him. What did they say? If you are taking commission for building it for them, they never asked at all. That specific point is given in the law, saying the consideration has to move at the desire of the promisor. If that's the case, the same thing can go with the valid case also, no? Now you forget completely about what the law says. You tell me, someone finds your wallet. It's precious for you because you have all your cards in it. And you know what is the pain to apply for all the government cards again. Now someone got it for you. Now would you pay something for their traveling charges or not? Then here I am saying you should not pay. Agreed, huh? That you guys are saying no, sir, then why did you come in auto and all? Because that's what I'm saying. Heart says yes. Dil mange more. I understand. But logically, when a law, that's what I said, you have to interpret a law letter by letter. If the law has given, that means it is there. You cannot violate it. Understood?
Like in the case of coolie person,
Hmm.
he only came voluntarily and
In the case of coolie person, yes. Huh.
he only came voluntarily.
Okay, how much do you want me to, okay, first of all, your what you're trying to say is we should not pay anything to coolie. That's what you're saying, huh? No, wait, that's what you're saying, no. Now coolie says, I carried your weight. Quid pro is there. Kyo, give me. I did something for you. Implied contract. There is a section. Okay. Now that is what they are also telling. For rent, we are occupying. Percentage of commission, you tell me why.
Like for the wallet I'm saying, sir. When is given the, like he gave the wallet, he had to give money.
Okay. Oh, you are telling the justification for the wallet only, not this one. This is clear. Wallet in-depth analysis will do. Again, I told you. Now what is required, I told you. For wallet, there is a different thing. We will be seeing it. We will be coming to that point. Yes, but that's the case. Now the thing is, now imagine the court cases went for 3 years. Should I pay arrears? They did not pay for 3 years. The percentage as commission. Rent I need to pay. What about the commission? Now if I lose a case, I have to pay the arrears. You won the case, you did not pay the arrears. Understood? Pakka na?
So can you pay the rent as percentage?
Possible. There is nothing fixed saying that it has to be this way or this way. It is flexible upon you. Provided what they are saying. See, I'll tell you one thing. It is not even a problem until unless parties are clear. If you don't have a problem, we don't have a problem. When you guys have a problem, then law comes into picture.
If I say that I'll pay 30%
Huh.
my sales, so is it possible?
As a rent. Yes, possible.
Because there's only one payment.
100%. I'll tell you why go there and all. You take, ArivuPro app. Then now ArivuPro app, we need to pay some amount to the, the service provider. The ArivuPro app is an educational app, correct? But it is not the app which we only built. We have outsourced it. We have taken from a different person. We will have to pay him based upon the sales we make. It's not a rent. How will I take a website for rent? It is based upon too many factors. Like data consumption will come. How much you guys watch. All that will be the parameter. Yes. Fair or unfair, we don't know. But that is how it is calculated. Understood? Yes, Is this clear? Okay, write down. Durga Prasad versus Baldio. Clear? Durga Prasad was the contractor. Durga Prasad. Online, no? Able to see it, huh? What happened today? Matthew, now again the tab is not working. I think amp power, I'm not sure. Is Shankar with you? Audible, ah? Audible? Yes, okay. So the question is, who is a promiser, who is a promisee? Always the person who promises is called as promiser. With whom you have promised is called as promisee. In Amazon sale, you have purchased, you made online payment. You made online payment. Amazon has agreed to deliver the product after 3 days. Amazon is the promiser, you are the promisee. Let us imagine, Amazon said, I will deliver the product after 3 days. You said, I will also pay cash on delivery. Now, who is a promiser, who is a promisee? Both are promisers, both are promisees. So, you never think buyer is always, or a seller is always, or there is always only one promiser. It's never that case. You will be again seeing down the line. There will come a topic also called as reciprocal promises. Bilateral executory contract is always a reciprocal promise. Meaning today you have not settled anything. Both of you have promised only. Clear? Yes, sir. For which one? It must move at the desire of the promiser. Very simple. Now take it. Okay, I came to this. Online, is it visible now? Okay, done. It's perfect. Okay, so we came and we occupied this space, Arivu. We called a person and we painted his entire place. Now, who should pay the painting charges? ArivuPro are the tenants. Now, I went and I asked the owner, sir, your property, we did the painting, your property, no sir. Now, will the owner pay the painting charges? Why? People, your property, no people. Did I tell you? Did I tell you? No. Remember, with the same premises, I will be giving one more example somewhere down the line. That time I will tell you the other perspective also. For now, that's all. Getting the point? Yes, sir. Sir, so anything that happens in the premises, the owner will not be liable. I cannot say that way. I will tell you. There is other way to look at it also. You want it now only, Sir, you tatkulak agale, sir. Okay. Now, okay. You tell me this way. Whenever you have a property, you need to pay property tax on it. You have to pay. Now, this owner did not pay a property tax. If you do not pay a property tax, you know what is going to happen? The authorities are going to come. They are going to seize the property. Until the dues are cleared, you will not be allowed to use the property. Now, people, there is a problem. Owner is sitting somewhere. He is least bothered. Our money is invested here. Without us, we will suffer, you will double suffer. Agreed? Now what happened, people? Arivu only paid those property tax charges because even we are also at stake. Now we paid. In the next month rent, we deducted and we sent the money. We deducted the property taxes charges and we sent the money. And the owner is now asking, why did you deduct? Said, you had to pay the government charges, you did not pay, we paid. He said, no, you were not supposed to, that is my problem, why did you debit? You have to pay me the money. Now we did not pay, matter went to court. Tell me who will win? Arivu will win, owner will win. How many of you think Arivu will win? How many of you think owner will win? So, owner will win. That means we shouldn't debit the money, we have to send the complete money. Why will ArivuPro win?
Because nobody has to ask.
I never told him to pay. Hey, count reto.
No sir, I get income. Should I ask the government why should I pay income tax? I didn't ask for income tax.
That is me, my personal transaction. You have to pay, okay. Now can I say I pay your tax and I'll say hey, give that.
No, you are at stake, no, sir.
I don't know, I'm telling, I'm just explaining the question.
You are at stake. You can't go ahead with your business without paying it.
Okay.
So you already paid the money to use this building. When you are not able to fulfill your primary objective, then
Okay. Why will owner win? Sir, from that time then what are you teaching? You are teaching that only. Why did you pay? Did I ask you? That is what I am teaching now from that time. Who will win? Yes people, Arivu will win. Sir, Venda? Vendada? Tom. Logically think, paint is not a requirement. Without paint, Arivu can run. Without taxes, my money is at stake. Government will seize the property. Forget, owner will lose, I understand. I will also lose a business. Now where will I go? Understood? So whenever there are certain places, if you make the payment, you will be able to collect it. This concept only is called as payment by a interested person. We'll be seeing it, I'll tell you also when it comes. But the topic is payment by a interested person. When it is necessity, you will get a right. Hitting the point, is this clear? Pakkana? Sir, illa, you say, you put South Indian, North Indian meal put together, how will I understand? So I'll basically explain you two things. Remember, always, if at all you are claiming money in a contract, for what are you claiming? Sir, I have done a service, that's the reason I am claiming. Okay, you have done a service, that's the reason you are claiming. But they are saying you should have asked for it. If you have not asked for it, stop it. If you take the benefit of it, then you are supposed to pay. Okay. Now in that case, Baldio, that is Durga Prasad versus Baldio, that's why 3 years they did not pay the commission as well as rent. The court passed an order, you are liable to pay the rent but not the commission. Because give and take, for using the property you need to pay the rent. But you did not ask for the construction of the property, hence you will not be liable to pay the percentage as commission. Understood? So basically if you are enjoying anything which you did not ask for it, the law is telling there has to be always quid pro quo. If you did not like it, you have to stop it then and there only. So coolie example that will come. You should have stopped him. Understood? Pakkana. Now in this case only you can take it in the second way. Let us imagine Durga Prasad versus Baldio, the rent was way too high. Now if I am saying the rent is too high, I will not make the payment. You will have to pay because you have taken the services. Quid pro quo, you are liable. Understood? Yes, sir.
So can the people recover the commission they have paid in the past?
That's a good question. It all depends upon the court's order. If at all, I told you one thing called as prayer. In the prayer, if you say whatever we have paid till today also, that should be recovered, then yes, court will pass the order accordingly. In this case, it was not passed. But yes, that's a good question. Is clear all of you? Pakka na? Okay, write down. Next concept, sir. It may move from promisee or it may move from promisee or any other person. It may move from promisee or any other person. Copy down. Taka taka taka. See here. Taka taka taka. One day what happened, people? Why sir everything happens one day only? See da. One day there was one old lady. Old lady had a daughter. The old lady was about to die. Old lady had a property. Old lady had a daughter. How much old lady had, sir? Old lady had one more brother. Yes, sir. And that's how the case will start. Now concentrate. Old lady had a property. Old lady was almost about to die. She was aged. So the old lady had a daughter. Now this lady went and asked her mother, anyways you are about to die, can you please transfer all the property to my name? And the mother agreed, I will transfer this property to you. I will agree. But I have one condition. What is that one condition? I have an elderly brother. For him, you have to pay a regular pension every month. A pension amount is not given in your syllabus, but the pension amount that was agreed was 630 rupees. So every month you have to pay 600, very old case law, 630 rupees per month. This was the rent that was agreed. And the lady also said, yes uncle, I will take care of you. Now what happened, people? After the property was transferred to so old lady transferred it to the KD. Now after the property was transferred, she passed away. Immediately, soon after she passed away, people, the lady didn't even pay one installment to prove anything. Not even one installment was paid. She said, I am not going to make even 1 rupee payment to you. Do whatever you want. So she did not fulfill her promise. So the uncle obviously had no other choice. Uncle went and requested. She did not pay. Uncle finally went and filed a case on the lady for recovery of this pension. Now you tell me who will win. Uncle will win or lady will win? Now lady, uncle will win or lady will win? Uncle or lady na? Okay, before you guys come to a conclusion, we'll just remind certain concepts. First thing is, people, do not think from your heart. Logic can be different. Second thing, people, in the court, lady said a point. Your Honor, these people forgot the first rule of consideration only. What is that, sir? There should always be quid pro quo. I will give him pension. What is he giving to me? And there now again the matter came to your court. Now you tell me what will happen.
She got the land, so she didn't pay anything to the mother.
Huh.
So she's getting the land in return.
Huh.
It's like a rent or something.
Okay. So lady, the uncle will win. That's what you are saying. Okay. Huh. How many of you think lady will win? Okay. You said you are getting the property. That's why the uncle will win. Why will lady win? There is no document. Oral contracts are also valid, yes.
Contract has a condition that the property will be transferred only if she pays the pension to him.
Correct. That is with the mother, no?
But that is a breach of the contract.
Okay, huh.
So obviously he can get it.
Okay, you are saying uncle will win. Okay, huh. Oral agreements are valid, no? That they will say. You will have to say who will win. Huh? Lady will win. Data don't say I cheated and all. Who will win? Last chance I am giving you. Huh? Whether written or not written, it was agreed. For us, oral is valid only, no? And I am only telling, yes, this was agreed. Huh? Uncle will win. Think, people. Hogi, Nimishta. Uncle only won the case, people. The reason is, people, always remember. Now, what is the rule you are speaking about? They are saying one rule, people. Yes, always remember. Now, there were three parties here. Old lady gave a property. Now, did old lady take anything in return? She did not take directly. She took something indirectly in return. What is that, sir? An acknowledgement. What do you mean by acknowledgement? I am giving you. That doesn't mean you are not paying it to me. Pay it to someone else. I have taken the property. I have asked you to pay money, but not to me, but to someone else. Agreed? Now, that is when a rule came into picture. What is that? Quid pro quo in a contract is mandatory. But remember that quid pro quo need not move from the same person. Someone else on behalf of you can give the contract, can give the consideration. Sir, we didn't understand. ArivuPro and your parents entered into a contract. But who are fulfilling the contract? Me and you. Who are we in this contract? Did you guys sign? No. Did I sign your receipt? No. So, what they are telling you, quid pro quo is important. But who is giving quid pro quo is secondary. So, if someone says, I am giving the money on behalf of him, that person will get a right. On behalf of him I have given. In this case, the same thing happened. You have to give me the money. Instead of asking me, I am telling give it to my brother. Now, brother will get a right. First thing. Second thing, people, she also agreed. Acknowledgement. She agreed, no, that she will pay. Acknowledgement is also very important. She has agreed to it. Now, because this was also there, acknowledgement was also there. Who won the case? Uncle won the case. Is this clear? Case law, people, write down. Togoli, very Indian case laws. You know, Chinnaya versus Ramayya. Take a guess now. Who is lady? Chinnaya versus Ramayya. Think an answer, I don't know. Later don't say I cheated and all. Who is the lady? Okay, how many of you think Chinnaya is the lady? How many of you think Ramayya is the lady? Chinnaya is the lady, Ramayya is the uncle. Appeal. I mean, okay, for your level, we are not discussing on how. There is always called as a citation. Citation means we are just looking at the names of the case. But in reality, how the case will be even having an extended version. You will clearly have a name, which court, where, which year, everything will be there in the case law. 100% we can't remember the complete thing. That's the reason we are boiling down to only the names. Now in the exam, people, I am telling you, promise on you. Trust me, nothing will happen. Promise on all of you. Sir, you promise on her only. I'm telling, they will never ask, not even once, in the last how many ever attempts you take, they will never take a case law and tell you to write the case. Impossible. They will never ask. All that you need for a case is the names. More than sufficient. You need not even know who won. Who won, Andre? I'm telling you, you need to know whether uncle or the lady won. You need not know the names of the people who won. This is clear, Pakka na? 100%. And this case is called as Chinnaya versus Ramayya. So, now read the rule. Read the rule. Consideration may move from promisee or any other person. Promisee is Ramayya. So consideration I may only give, or it can move from any other person also, provided that should be discussed in your contract, that I am paying on behalf of this person. If I just give, that cannot become consideration. I should have clearly mentioned I am giving it on behalf of him or her. That is when it will become a consideration can move directly from me or through someone else also. Is this clear? Sir, I can't understand who is the promiser and promisee. See, simple people. Who promised to pay the pension? Chinnaya. With whom did she promise that I'll pay pension? She gave it to take both also. I promised to lady also. I gave acknowledgement also, no, that I will pay. Now who is the promisee? She told, I will promise to pay you the money every month. So the person who is promising is called promiser. Chinnaya, KD is the promiser. Ramaya, decent person, is the promisee. He understood? Pakkana? Sure? Write down. Third rule. Consideration may be, this we have already seen. Consideration may be executed. Consideration may be executed or executory. Correct? Yes or no? They are telling you quid pro quo has to be there. Did they ever tell you when the quid pro quo has to be there? It can be past also. It can be present also. Future also. We saw it in executed contract, executory contract, unilateral, bilateral. Agreed? So they are telling you quid pro quo should be there. But it need not happen now. It can happen in the future also. Or it could have happened in the past also. That is also valid. Write down. Executed, executory means what? Consideration. They understanding it? To some extent. What you are not understanding? Tell me that.
Telling that if we move from the desire of the promiser, in that case, how can we determine the promise and the promiser? Because the promise was the contract was between the person and the contractor, but not with the people themselves. So how can we determine
People, Chinnaya or Ramaya?
No. The first one. You must move from the
Durga Prasad,
How do you determine that he is the promiser and he is the promiser in that particular case?
See, it is not always promiser promisee. Promiser promisee will only come whenever the contracts are decided in the future. I'll tell you one simple example. You go to a shop, you give the money. When will he give you the product? Now your consideration is present. Meaning you are deciding everything current, at present. You go and have a tea. You will give the money, he will give you the tea. Contract is done. What do you mean by future? Future is today you are agreeing. Today contract is made that Anna, give me tea tomorrow. Don't give me tea today. Give me the tea tomorrow. I am making the payment and I left it. So it is whose duty? Who promised me to give me the tea tomorrow? The tea shop person. So he is a promiser. With whom he is making the promise? With me. I am the promisee. So there are always two types of contracts. One which is happening at present. All your offline transactions will come there. Next one online, where you guys have agreed. Imagine cash on delivery. You agreed today, but the delivery will be made after 4 days. Whoever agreed to deliver after 4 days, he becomes a promiser. Now you agreed to pay after 4 days. You also become a promiser for your own promises. He is a promiser to deliver. You are a promiser to pay. So both of you can be promisers. Understood? Yes. Pakkana? Past? Can you give an example for past consideration? Past consideration is that, now say for example, okay, you take this one only. What is that? Not Chinnaya. Allah Kandra. The wallet case. Yes, sir. Now in wallet case, what happened, people? Okay, you imagine this way. Valid to beda. You take Lalman Shukla versus Gauridatt. In this case, what happened, people? Servant took the child and gave back to the owner. That is what happened. Is he entitled for money? He has already done his service. Done, no? After bringing back, I felt really happy. Now I promised, I will give you 10,000 rupees with your next salary. Now people, salary date came. I had to pay. Now I am telling I will not pay. You tell me, am I liable to pay or not? Because you promised, you have to pay.
Isn't that just an announcement?
Okay. Concentrate. Now, the same scenario. You tell me you want to see it from Lalman Shukla or Purse point of view. I'll answer from that point of view only. You only tell me. Lalman Shukla. Purse peda sir, yako tumba it is disturbing us. Let us see from Lalman Shukla. Okay. People, let us take at first scenario. Child went missing. The servant searched the child and servant brought back the child. Imagine there was no reward, nothing that was announced. He went, I asked him to bring back, he brought him back. Yes. Now you tell me, am I liable to pay anything to the servant? No. Why? Why? So, here the reason can be, first thing people, we did not agree on any offer. Offer was not communicated. Second thing people, you did it voluntarily. Meaning I asked, you did. You did not negotiate on anything. Can I say that? Yes, sir. Okay. Now second scenario people, let us imagine again the same thing happened. There was a missing child. One person came in search of this missing child. He found him also and he got back to the owner. Now also there was no reward that was announced. Nothing was announced. But at that point of time I felt really happy. I said, I will give you 1 lakh rupees. But I don't have it now. Please come back after 1 week. Now in that 1 week emotion has settled. Now you got to know, same child, he should have gone missing only. So that one week that emotion has settled. So he came back after 1 week people. Now the owner is telling, I will not make the payment. Now this person wants to file a case on him to recover the money. Now the question is, can this person recover the money? I'll only tell you what both of them will argue. I'll only tell you, okay, this person filed a case for 1 lakh. Now this person said, sir, he did it voluntarily. He only went, he only searched. Let us imagine. He only searched him, sir, and there was no offer at all. I never offered him. So he was not aware of offer, there was no offer. He did everything voluntarily. So it was a voluntary act. So hence I am not liable. Now this person will say, no sir, he told that he will give me 1 lakh rupees, so he has to give me 1 lakh rupees. So that is what both of them exchanged. Now you tell me, whether should I pay 1 lakh or I will not get 1 lakh, who will win? Should pay 1 lakh? Okay, now he will say, I am giving you 1 lakh, but what are you giving it to me? I am giving 1 lakh. What did you give it to me? Whose question was this? Whose question was this? Hey, amongst you, whose question was it? Someone had this question. Whose question was it? Your question it was. Okay. Now you only tell me. Now I am giving 1 lakh. You are telling I have to give 1 lakh, right? Okay, I will give. But what did you give it to me? Huh? That you did. But when did you give it the child? When is that? 1 week back. What will you call today? Past activity will become a consideration for this 1 lakh today. And that is the example for past activity. Remember, for anything you did in the past, it can be a voluntary activity also. Once you promise that you will give a reward, it will become a contract. I'll tell you one more thing. Imagine there was a purse. I found. I gave it. He told, I don't have money. I'll give it to you tomorrow. He said, I will give it to you tomorrow. It becomes a contract. Sorry, purse, you just leave it on the road. Simply it is giving us tension. You are giving 3 scenarios on the purse only. Makes sense, no? what does the law say? Any voluntary activity will become a contract after a promise is made. If a promise is not made, you cannot recover. In the purse case only, I'll tell you, you searched it voluntarily, you gave it to me, I kept quiet, you cannot get even 1 rupee from me. Once I make a promise, I am liable, because now it becomes a contract. Understood? Pakka na? Yes, sir. In reality, you never know. Possible it is there. Which one? I told you, oral agreements, how will you prove? One of the biggest proof for oral, this is witness. So one is witness, that way you can prove. Next one, if you guys have any call recordings, is it over a call? Can you record it? Yes, you can prove. So yes, all this way you can prove. Yep. Yes, sir. Okay, third one. Understood this one? Execute, execute. Online, no? Okay, next one now. People, okay, tell me this now. You only tell me. There was a person called A. A had a car, Audi. He got it for around 75 lakhs. Yeah? And he wants to sell the car for 10,000 rupees. Wait. He wanted to sell the car for 10,000 rupees. Now, he posted an ad also. Within a second, B responded, I want to buy a car. Now, B came off also. Now, A's son, C, comes and says, are you mad? This car is more than 60 lakh worth value in the market. You are selling for 10,000 rupees. Cancel the contract. I don't know what you do. Cancel the contract. So, next day, B came with 10,000, just now withdraw 10,000 gari note. So, he came directly. Now, people, A wants to cancel the contract, saying that whatever the consideration I have agreed, this is actually not valuable. I have agreed on a number which is not reasonable. It is not rational. No one would agree on 10,000. And on these grounds, I want to cancel this contract. B says, you should have thought that first only. Now how will you cancel? A says, you logically think. Who will sell 75, 10,000? I will tell the same thing in the court, said A. B said, I will try my luck. So they both went to the court. Now tell me, who will win? A will win or B will win? How many of you think A will win? It's okay, sir. Singam. Single na varum. Correct? Why A will win? It's not reasonable price. Agreed. So if the product is not reasonable price, you will not get a right over it. That's what you are saying? Okay. You are saying?
Sir, there was no acceptance.
There was no acceptance. There was an acceptance, no? I gave an sale. He said 10,000, I am okay. So he's agreed, he's okay to buy that for 10,000.
Just he had offered.
He had offered. I am accepted. 10,000. Offer plus acceptance. Agreement enforceable contract. Yes, people. A na B na? B will win? Pakka B only will win? Pakka B only will win? Okay. Now, people, whenever you guys are buying some products on this Flipkart or Amazon, have you ever seen people a product available for 1 rupee? Forget about this also. Deepavali. Yen sink? What sink? Okay. Now imagine, people, if it's a Diwali day, I don't know if you guys know it or not. If you go towards this Hosur and all, the crackers, the crackers, people, if it's any other company other than Standard, it will be available for 90% to 95% discount. If it's Standard company, it will be available for 80 to 85% discount. That means if the product value is 1000 rupees, what you need to pay is 50 rupees. That's what is 95% discount. No? Now you tell me people, is this contract valid? Now like this you will be seeing so many things. No? Buy one get one free. Then all these contracts, is it valid or not? Then if that is valid, why? How come this is not valid? That's the reason they introduced one more rule. For a contract to be valid, consideration amount is left to your choice. How much ever you want, you can fix. I will not say this is right amount, this is wrong amount. As long as there is an amount, it's a valid contract. Imagine if the Audi was sold at 1 rupee also, it will be a valid contract because money should be there. There has to be at least some consideration involved. Because it is quid pro quo. How much quid, how much quo? Did they say? No. That's the next rule came into picture. Write down. Consideration. It need not be adequate. It need not be adequate. What do you mean by it need not be adequate? Sir, you didn't say who won the case. Obviously, B won the case. Because how much you pay is irrelevant. As long as you are paying, that is what is relevant. Need not be adequate means what? Need not be adequate means it need not be the same value. It need not be same. What need not be same? The actual value of the product is not what I will collect. I can collect whatever I want. Correct, at 10,000 rupees. In your exam, you will see the same question with different emotions. Something and all they will tell. But this is the rule. This is what is a question. Understood? Pakka na? Okay, right on next one. It should not be performance of what one is legally bound to perform. It should not be performance of what one is legally bound to perform. Understood? Pakka na? 100%? What is this? So if you are legally bound to do it, you cannot claim that as a consideration. If I have to tell you an example, A killed B, 19 times. Check. C saw everything. Who was C? Witness. ಈ ಕಣ್ಣು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ನೋಡ್ದಂಗಿದೆಲ್ಲ Abdul. Okay, again Abdul came. Now people, Abdul saw everything, people. Literally saw everything. A killing B, Abdul saw everything. Now people, B's family is coming and telling Abdul, come and support in the court. Nanige no. Please give me at least 1 lakh rupees for cab fare one way. Going back I need 2 lakh because I need to go round and I need to come. Now tell me, well, first of all, he charged 1 lakh rupees for coming and telling what he saw. He papa came and told also. Now B's family did not make the payment. He told and they did not make the payment. Now Abdul wants to file a case. Can Abdul file a case? Why? Quid pro quo. Quid is there. I gave the service. You agreed. So, as a witness, it is your duty. Money, whether I give, I do not give, it is expected out of you. Even if I have promised also, that is your duty to do that. If court gets to know, they will file a case on you and put you in the jail. You are not supposed to sell your witness. Because you are legally bound to do. That is your duty. Your duty, you cannot claim it as a consideration. Understood? Pakkana, imagine someone, there was a theft, they took your mobile. You went and complained with the police station. Sir, please search your my phone, sir. If you search, sir, I will give you 10,000 rupees. Now they searched. Should you give? Why? Their duty to perform. Now do not say, sir, now the concept is confusing, sir. Lalman Shukla also we said no, sir. After searching past voluntary services, so that is not his duty. It is his duty here. Difference irko. Clear? Pakka na? Sure ada? One more example. So, how many you want? Okay. Imagine people. So all of a sudden this place caught fire. I called the fire extinguishers. Sir, please come. So they took the pipe, tush tush, everything went off, and I said with happiness from here only, I declare a reward of 1 lakh rupees for you. Now I don't have come and collect tomorrow. Tomorrow I felt I would have easily jumped off. I shouldn't have made a promise. You will generally feel that, right? At that moment it will be a difficult thing for you. I felt the same thing tomorrow. Now they are filing a case on me because I promised. Should I pay them or not? No. Because their duty. Don't again say, Lalman Shukla sir, you said, hey, Lalman Shukla's duty is not to find the missing people in India. He has a better job. Do not get confused. And probably the example might be same. But do not get confused. It's clear, 100%. Now imagine people, you guys all paid fees, right? For what did you pay? And what did we say? We will teach. Okay, I will teach. But if you guys have to ask questions, I will charge 100 rupees for every doubt. I never agreed. Did we say somewhere? Doubts will be, did we say? Bound to perform. That's my duty. I cannot claim this as an extra consideration. This is good, sir. Take examples on you. Now we will understand. Someone is saying illegal. Punish. Punishment hang him. Okay, write down. This we have already seen. It must be real. And not illusionary. Correct? What was the example we saw? Jitendra. Ooh. Can I claim this as a consideration? Law won't support you. Because it is illusionary. It does not exist. Magic. Logic only law will help. Correct? Understood? That's why I say friend is the better interpreter of law. Okay. Next one, it should not be unlawful, correct? Or immoral. Unlawful or immoral or opposed to public policy. For now, just understand it should not be unlawful. Obviously, no. I cannot give money to someone to go and kill a person. It's an illegal thing. It cannot be considered as a valid consideration. But regarding that topic, we'll be going even more in detail. That's in your next unit. We'll be seeing more in detail. Till now, is it clear? Pakka na? Okay. So these are the rules of consideration. Once read all the rules of consideration. Read all the rules. All 7 make sense? Yes? Now once you understand the rules, now try to interpret the definition. What do you mean by consideration? All this is the entire definition of consideration. When at the desire of the promiser, the promisee or any other person has done or abstained from doing, does or abstains from doing, promises to do or abstain from doing something, such an act or abstinence or promise is called as consideration for the promise. Try to put the rules here and see what did we learn. When at the desire of the promiser, Durga Prasad versus Baldio, did I ask you? Correct? So when at the desire, I should have asked, only then you can claim it as a contract. Next one, the promisee or any other person, Chinnaya versus Ramaya, it can be me or someone else. He has done or abstained, past activity. He does or abstains from doing, present, promises, wherever promise comes, that means future. So, consideration can be past, present, future. Executed, executory. Yes, sir. Then what I am saying, such act or abstinence or promise is only called as consideration. So, whatever you guys have promised, or you have given, or you have promised to give, that whatever you have promised only is called as a consideration. Understood? Sir, we have a doubt. Consideration means give and take. Should it always be money? I'll give you my child, you give me your daughter. Can we do a barter system?
No, illegal, sir.
Illegal, I don't know, I'm asking. We cannot exchange like that. I also don't know. We don't know?
But it's not an adoption.
Should be in monetary terms.
So generally remember, if at all you are selling people, it's called as trafficking of humans. Trafficking. Oh, yes sir. Human trafficking. Yes sir, cannot be legal. Sir, what should be considered as, consideration? Remember, consideration can be service. I am giving you teaching. It's a consideration, yes. Next one, what else can be consideration? Kind, meaning anything in product. Amazon is delivering goods, can be consideration. Anything in cash, you guys are paying the money, can be consideration. Understood? Pakkana, 100%. Now you take our example only. We will only fit in either executed or executory contracts. From our point of view, you might have already paid the fees. For you, it's a executory unilateral because you have already paid. But we will be delivering it for the next 3-4 months. So from our point of view, you have paid. So for us, it is executed from your point of view. From your point of view, executory unilateral. You have paid. We have to pay. We have to do the service. And for us, what is the consideration? You paying the money. For you, what is the consideration? Our teaching, that is service. So consideration can be cash, kind, service, anything. And that is called as consideration. Clear? Pakkana? Abstain means not to do. Refrain. Stopping from doing something. So I promise to do or I promise not to do. Yes? Example for promise not to do. Day. From first chapter only we saw noda. If you remember this logic, Lalman Shukla will go for a toss again. Now imagine people, this class can accommodate 100 students. This class can accommodate 100 students. One student will come and say, I'll pay all the 100 students fees. You are not supposed to take admissions for anyone else. You have to give a personal coaching. I am saying okay. I am abstaining from taking admissions. Meaning I am taking more money. And I am saying okay, I will not take any other admissions. Now this act, I am getting more money. And this is my promise. Meaning I am not taking more students into the class. Can this be a consideration? Yes, this can be a consideration. Yes, sir. It's called as personal teaching, personal coaching. Here, in fact, personal coaching is what motivated me to become a teacher. This was somewhere in the year 2015-16, probably 15-16 is when. So I was doing my own courses, I was doing something and all. So even I wanted pocket money. So there was one girl, obviously belongs to a rich family. She was doing her first PO or something. So they wanted classes for accounts. So they asked whether can I teach. I said yes, why not. I thought for a month they can pay some 3,000-4,000. That can be a good living for me also. I have to spend some time in every week. 3 days I had to go. So and when I went for negotiation, when I went for demo, they liked the class. They liked it, and they said, okay, we want the class. You can come from tomorrow. And even I also did not ask about the money because I was very new to this. I know they are going to pay. I know it will be a decent amount for sure. And at the end of the month, I had taken around 20 classes or something, 20 days. Every day it was around 1.5 hours. So I had taken around 30 hours. And they made the payment. And I got 18,000 rupees. I was like, bro, no one told me this. Because personal coaching, I'm telling you, in 2016, the price was around 500 to 600 rupees per hour. Per hour it is. Sir, address kodi sir. We'll write down, sir. Yeah? Even now, I'm not, see, whatever I say, it's facts only. Everything has happened, I'll tell you. There is nothing like I'll cook a story and come and tell. So even today, if you guys are interested, there are so many channels where search for personal coaching. There will be this personal coachings, yes, you guys can give. Not now. When will this be useful? Imagine you'll go to CA Inter. You have some knowledge now of your accounts, and accounts is a very good subject to, you will also be in a good level, and you will also have a demand to teach. So it's 100% win-win. Based on your knowledge that day, 100% you guys can manage. Here Ram. Sir, tell sir, we'll maintain one note, sir. We'll write down all this, sir. Okay, go for a break and come. 20 minutes, 6:20. We'll resume. After the break, we'll be finishing off this topic and let's start unit 3.